going on, everybody? This is Kyle Plouffe for AnyHipHop.com, and I am standing here backstage at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts with Machine Gun Kelly. The first guy, not the first guy, but the first white guy to ever win a battle.
What are you about to say? Are you about to mention the Apollo?
Yeah.
There was no battle, and I was the first guy, period. First rapper.
There was no battle, so tell us a little bit about what that's all about.
Yeah, well, I mean, Amateur Night at the Apollo is a legendary night because, I mean, you know, all the stars have come from there, like Lauryn Hill, Michael Jackson. I mean, everyone's done the Apollo, you know, and Amateur Night is basically you just go out there amongst the like it's like a contest, basically. So it's not a battle, it's a contest, and it's I'm gonna say like 12 people, and they come out and they test their talents, and you know you'll have you can have like a dance team, you can have like a bunch of soul singers, you can have a guitar player, you can have a motherfucker jacking his dick off. You never know, like whatever. If you're talented at it and you try out, they'll let you come on the show. So I tried out. The tryout story was a whole nother story in and of itself, but I ended up coming there or getting invited back, went on stage, did my thing. Ended up getting booed before they even cheered for me. And the thing is, if you get too many boos,
you're out.
A Sandman comes, like the Sandman comes, and he tap dances you off the stage. So, you know, I started getting the boo. I'm like, I didn't even fucking say anything yet. Like, this is crazy. And I ended up winning him over, man, and I won first place that night. Came back, did my thing again, won first place again. I became the first rapper to win first place at the Apollo, really. So
that's crazy. So what went through your head? Like,
and that stage is in Harlem, in the heart of Harlem, and you know that crowd is a harsh crowd. So winning that was a very proud moment.
So when you first started getting booed, like, did something switch in your head that you're like, I need to fucking step it up right now, or
they
just?
They didn't even give me a fucking chance to speak yet.
so you just walked out.
I was more sitting there like. It was one of them things. I just like dropped the mic like. I haven't even used this yet. Like, you don't even know what I sound like.
Yeah. So shortly after that, you were featured on like MTV and stuff like that. Did that come specifically from that competition?
No. Actually, the competition kind of only gave me clout in like the city because it was a big deal in the city, but it didn't really get recognition outside of that. I mean, that was when I was really young too. So I mean, Machine Gun Kelly wasn't a hot name at that time.
Right. And so you ended up putting out more singles and stuff like that. Eventually, you get picked up by the Cleveland Cavaliers. They play your song every home game. Like, how does that feel?
Oh, man, it's great. I was actually just sitting courtside at the All-Star game with Dan Gilbert, who's the owner of the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a beautiful thing to see a young Cleveland motherfucker, along with the other Cleveland motherfuckers I got with me, you know, just be able to take it to a business level like that, I guess you could say. Like, you know, that's like a older established gentleman who is looking out for a young rapper named Machine Gun fucking Kelly. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, the love in the city is that hardcore that it makes both our worlds combine. And, I mean, it worked out.
Right. And then shortly after that, you go straight to South by Southwest, your first time ever there. And Sean Combs is there watching you.
Yeah, actually, that was my second time there. When Puff came, that was my second time. The first time I came, we were doing really minor showcases. And, yeah, so my second time, Puff came, saw us live. And, you know, after that, it was a wrap, really.
What happened? Like, what was that meeting like? Did he just come up to you after the show and say, hey, I want to work with you? Like, how quickly did you guys end up deciding to work together?
Well, we had met before that. That's the misconception, is that, like, people think that was our first time. I mean, that was the first time he saw me live. But we had partied in Vegas together before. And that was when I was underage at that time. So, like, I was using Puff swag the whole time. Like, I'm with him. Hey, I'm in here, yeah. So, yeah, that was one of those type things.
So you've had anthems for the Cavs, WrestleMania, Thursday Night Football. How do you top that now?
And these troubled kids, I have anthems for those little motherfuckers every fucking time they switch on their CD player and they have the right song on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that's because I don't do this shit for another accolades. I do this shit for those kids, man.
Right. That's just something I really wanted to talk to you about. Your video, See My Tears. Yeah. Is an amazing song, dude. I cry every single time I watch that video, man. I show these guys a song on the way, and it's fucking incredible. It comes from like a really raw, really emotional place. Like, tell us a little bit about the concept behind the song and your life going into it.
I mean, at that point, it was when I had just signed the deal, and I was had writer's block. I mean, all that pressure kind of had like it sucked, but it ended up kind of getting to me, and so I wasn't writing anything, and They saw that. They saw that I wasn't writing anything, and they're like, yo, we need some material, man. And they flew me out to New York and were like, hey, they put me in Puff's studio. Wow. And they were kind of like, yo, we need you to actually do a song. And I was like, fuck, dude, I can't write shit. Like, I can't deal with this. And I was kind of like one of those things, like, I didn't think I was ready to for I wouldn't say mainstream, but whatever the fuck that, just, you know, I wasn't ready for the big time, man. And I'm still so underground minded too. and I went in there and actually, I mean, the full story I'll tell eventually. I don't feel like the world's ready yet, but you know, some things happened in the studio, and you know, it was kind of one of those frustrative right type things, and I wrote it, and I went in there and just like poured my heart out on it, and it ended up we ended up taking the song back to Cleveland. I got a 6-piece choir to come and sing the rain, and we just made it, and you know, and me and Justice League ended up like composing a whole orchestra behind it. It was just a beautiful song, man. The video is my favorite part about the song, actually. And it's all real documentary type footage. Right.
And like, I think the lyrics are fucking great. And how important do you think keeping perspective is from where you came from and where you are now? Like, how important do you think perspective is in maintaining success and not fucking it up?
I think that just comes by keeping a consistent format, which is always making sure they get those See My Tears amongst those Wild Boys. So I'm always give them those bangers, and I'm always give them those something to cry to.
Right. So do you think like being on the verge of being evicted and stuff like that gave you the fearlessness? Like you're not scared of going broke because you were already broke. Do you think that has something to do with why like you just kept going when shit was down?
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. I never thought about it like that, but that makes perfect sense. But actually, you know, sometimes my records were written because I wanted to go back to being broke again.
Right.
If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'll be like, I'm never going broke. And I say that in records, but, like, in my mind sometimes I'm like, damn, man, sometimes I wish I could just go back to walking in the mall and no one giving a fuck that I was there, and people dogging me and people discounting me and not having any faith in me. Like, because that's what inspires records and shit. And I guess that now I just got to accept that, you know, I have an extended family, and that's those fans, and they really do believe in me and shit. So I just take that inspiration now.
Yeah. So you originally took the inspiration from people hating on you, not wanting you to succeed. Now,
well, I mean, I still think they hate on me now, man. You know, like even the Champion song when I put out about Fader, you know, like it's just like it sucks when a magazine that, like, you know, you're fucking with a magazine or something like that, and you're like, damn, I'm getting discriminated against just because of the type of clothes I wear, or because of the style that I am or am not. You know, it sucks, man.
Yeah. Like, do you actually, in the video, do you really personally call your fans?
Oh, yeah, that was real. That was real. 100% real, yeah.
How important do you think it is to maintain that connection on that level?
I mean, it's kind of hard on that level just because there's so many kids, you know what I'm saying? So, it's hard for me to do that. But the thing that I can do as an artist is go out there on that stage and make them feel like they're right here with me.
Right.
You know, like, it's not going out there and having shades on and being too, like, you know, it's about going out there and really establishing that connection and making them feel like when they walk out, like, damn, man, I really learned something, and that kid, like, that's my man, you know, like one of those type of things. Like, that's my fucking guy.
Hell yeah. Are there any collaborations, because you're still a young guy and you're coming up in your success, like, are there any collaborations that have blown your mind that you've worked with yet?
I mean, I think on this Black Flag mixtape, I did pretty damn good with collaborations. Like, you know, me and Kellen Quinn from Sleeping with Sirens, who's a band I toured with on Warped Tour, and we did a cover of Rise Against, Swing Life Away, on this new Black Flag mixtape that's coming out in April. Me and Wiz worked together. Me, Pusha T, Meek got a joint. Me, French Montana. Nice. It's beautiful, man. You know.
Has Puff Daddy, P. Diddy ever made you walk 6 miles to get him a cupcake?
Never. And I said that in Champions. I said, not the shake it grab boy, sign to the bad boy, but I ain't getting cheesecake. Nope, this ain't making another band homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm established enough to where I don't need to do shit like that. I earned my spot.
Hell yeah. All right, we've been asking everybody this. What's the most messed up that you thought you've had this week?
Spitting water into a girl's butthole and opening it up like this and being like, use your muscles to push it out, and they go, and the water sprays out.
Nice. That's a good one. All right. And where do you want people to find you online?
They can find me however they want to find me, man. I don't promote internet shit. I'm a people person.
All right, cool. And
lace up, motherfucker. Lace up. Black Flag coming soon. That's what it is. What up? This is Kid Machine Gun Kelly, and right now y'all are watching AnyHipHop.com, you little biatch.